Welcome to Twisted Gaming.
Ultimate Combo.
Welcome back everyone to Twisted Gaming TV, glad you're here. Today's video, we're going to talk about a company that, maybe 3 to 4 years ago was a pretty decent company in my opinion. So this, of course, is all in my opinion. Everybody has their own, and this is mine. But AtGames was a decent company a few years ago. They have the AtGames HD, they had the 4K pinball, and they had the whatever their other arcade machine they had that I never had. But anyways, I thought the HD pinball was amazing hardware when it dropped. It didn't really like the price for it, so I waited. I didn't want to pay $800 at the time. So later on, Sam's Club, they had like a closeout sale, right? And I got my HD pinball for $399. $400 was a steal because that was cheaper than the arcade one-up pinball that was, really crap. But anyways, so then they came out with the 4K pinball. I was like, ooh, maybe I'll get one of those someday. And, they started out at, I think $1149 at the time when they were released. And, they kind of went up in price a little bit over the years. And I want to say last year, a lot of them were still at like $1,200. But anyways, back to my point. So I have the HD pinball from AtGames. And I was waiting on the Killer Instinct to come out. So then I bought that pack. It's a 3-game pack that has Killer Instinct, Battletoads, and Sea of Thieves, which they've only released the Sea of Thieves. And they had the Killer Instinct, the Battletoads. They had a time frame on those at one time on their website, and that time frame has gone. So when the other tables will come out, who knows? Because there's no date. And that's what I'm waiting on to see if they're cool or not. But I already paid for that. Anyways, it's about the prices. So let's get into this. So I go on the AtGames website time to time to see if there's any update or news on the Killer Instinct pinball that I'm waiting for this HD pinball I got. Because I never bought the 4K because I was waiting out, and then I decided, I got a full-size digital pinball machine now. So very happy with that. But back to the subject. So I go on their website time to time, and then I come on here on their page that we're looking at right now, and I was like, wow, these were a little cheaper than they are now. So this one right here, the bottom of the third one, if I can remember correctly, around November or December-ish, they were $12.49, I believe. $12.49 for the basic turd model, or maybe $12.99, but I think it was $12.49. And this thing is $1,600 now. $1,600 for the base turd model. And then you go to the next model, $1,800 for this crap, right? And then for the premium starter kit, $2,100. And this don't even include shipping, how much, whatever they ship. I don't know how much they charge shipping. Maybe it's $100, $200, I don't know. And then taxes and yada, yada, yada. And then the machine that was $19.99, I believe, is $23.50 now. So with taxes and shipping and stuff, this thing would come out to $2,500. Now you are entering the real pinball machine prices. Yeah, for maybe 70s, 80s pinballs or whatever. But still, I mean, this is craziness. Now, am I griping about this? No, not really, because I don't have any interest in it anyways. So, because, I got the full-size digital pinball now. But even if I was still interested in this, though, I would not pay this price at this time. Because I was looking more of like the base model at the time, $1249. I was like, ugh, that's still pricey for, a 32-inch screen and, and one freaking game, right? But $1,600 is insane. And, wow, and then you got your other pinball machines. I mean, $2,000 for one of these. $2,000. And I thought Arcade 1-Up at one time was insane when some of their machines were $800. But, man, we're talking some major, major crap now. I mean, wow, wow. At least you can get the Attack from Mars Turd Edition for $1249 still. So that's good if you want to be cheap. I guess that's an okay price if that's what you're going for. Because, you can't find a full-size digital pinball and pull it out of your ass like I did. I just got lucky on mine. But, man, when you're talking 2,000 fully loaded is crazy for one of these small machines. And what's even crazier is let's just go to the HD pinball packs, right? Stop subscribing. Who wants to subscribe to you clowns? Packs and services, AtGames original, sure. These used to be like $25, and some of them I want to say used to be $15 at one point in time. $15 was one point of time. But now you go from $25 to $30. Why are all these prices going up on a digital deal? Yeah, you got your licensing, but come on, it's digital stuff. I mean, that's just crazy. At least I got the Killer Instinct pinball pack for $25 when that first. But you can see, like, the reviews are the greatest thing to read. I love comments. That's why I love when people comment on my YouTube channel, so I can read everybody's crap. But right here, and this is my thoughts. I purchased a rare pinball pack and only have one table. It's called rare because 2 tables to follow, but you won't find them. You have a schedule for tables to be released 2025, but the other 2 are to be continued. Yeah. Can you please finish what you started and give those already purchased? It's crazy that these companies will take your money and then just, poof in the wind. We'll bring it out when we want to. And how much longer are we going to have to wait? Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy, these time releases. But another thing about this company that why I say, they used to be decent, and then they went to the turd black hole, is because, I mean, look at this subscribe shit, dude. Is because the customer service, and I have never experienced the customer service because I've never had a problem with my HD, and I wouldn't contact them anyways. I just sell this crap or smash it on the channel or something. But heard from a lot of people that, their Facebook, they delete comments if it's like negative towards their products. And it's like you can't even have a voice for your opinion on these companies. Well, AtGames at least. And then they start deleting your comments and stuff for your opinion. I've heard that from a lot of people, which is wild because, I mean, you're supposed to take the criticism, for what you do and try to do better on that. But I guess they just don't care. But I guess the loyal fans or whatever will keep them in business for now, because, you know, they might be going down the rabbit hole just like Arcade 1-Up did, because, you know, Arcade 1-Up's pretty much dead, you know. I mean, it's pretty much dead. And if AtGames continues with their shenanigans, they're going to be dead too. But outrageous prices. Anybody that don't think these prices are outrageous are crazy. I mean, that's crazy. Like I said, this is without shipping and tax. I mean, this is nuts. Wow. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, but it's just my opinion. I wasn't going to make a video of this, but I might as well, just because I'm waiting on the Killer Instinct one, and I'm going to see how that plays and if it's nice or if it's junk or not. And, you know, I'm just happy I bought my HD a couple of years ago for $3.99, because the 1080p on that is just fine for the price I paid. To bump up to, you know, almost $2,500 to get 4K, shit, I spent $3,000 on my full-size digital pinball, which, of course, those go for a lot more than that. I just got lucky on that. But anyways, let me know how you feel in the comments with this price stuff. Is just nuts. Wow, you know, I mean, wow. Wow, man, crazy times, dudes. Laters.
Keep us going steady.